Friends, soon there will literally be 1,000 videos about Pixar Fest. What to eat, how to watch the shows, hacks, pro tips. This video is not one of those. This video's intention is to let you know why you probably should care about Pixar Fest, even if you feel like you don't. You might not be a Pixar fan, you might not actually think that you care, but I would like the opportunity to break down to you why exactly Pixar Fest is so important in the overall ecosystem, which is Disneyland. But before we get into talking about Pixar Fest, let's do what we always do on this channel. Let's look at the past so we can better predict the present and the future. If you recall, last year, 2023, the big theme was the Disney 100. It kicked off oddly in January and ran pretty much the entire year. The silver and purple just lacked contrast to add a lot of excitement in the park. The medallions that they placed everywhere also didn't have a lot of contrast. It was kind of a hard festival to buy into, which is bizarre because celebrating the Walt Disney Corporation turning 100 should have been a monumental festivity. But it just felt like it lasted maybe a little bit too long and never really got out of the gate in a strong way. Then when summer came, it just kind of felt like more of the same. And if you're like me, you remember all of the years of the past. What's that big festival? What's that big celebration that Disneyland is celebrating through the summer? And even if you don't care what that celebration is, it does mark the beginning of a new season. And friend, you should try to celebrate every single season, regardless if it's your favorite or least favorite. Every season you make it to is a celebration of your life. But last year, during Disney's summer season, it was just the 100. There was nothing really to mark that it was summer. No red, white, and blue bunting on Main Street. No overly unique thing that popped up around Memorial Day weekend to let you know that summer had officially came. It just was more of the same. And living in Southern California, where our weather is a little bit of a Groundhog's Day, it's nice to have seasons to remind us that things are changing elsewhere and we should get on board. So when I saw Pixar Festival get announced, not exactly my favorite theme or something that, that I'll probably go hard in. I will not be making a video covering Pixar Fest. Like I said, that will be done by plenty of other channels that focus on that type of thing. But the conversation I wanted to have today, I'm excited. I'm excited that as of tomorrow, there will be a summer festivity, a summer celebration, something to mark the change of a season at Disneyland. And with last summer never actually having its own vibe, I just had a hard time getting in to summer at Disneyland in 2023. So even though this isn't for me, there's an excitement in the air. There's all kinds of new stuff that's dropping, all kinds of new shows, all kinds of new stories, all kinds of new adventures. And even though they don't particularly pertain to me, I can catch that contact buzz that things are changing. But not only are things changing with Pixar Fest is one step in a path to 2025, which way back in 2020 was when I predicted, oh, that was beautiful. Cherry blossom flowers just fell on me. But back in 2020, in the depth of those depressing times, I predicted that 2025 would be the absolute complete return to normalcy. We have 2023, a year that feels normal, where profits are starting to build, which could go into 24, which would be more of the same. This would then give Disneyland 2 strong years of earning on top of 2 transitional years of earning, which would lead us to when analysts believe that Disneyland will be back to not only full strength, but surpassing the monumental numbers that the parks were bringing down in 2019. So with 2025 revenue up, this is when I believe that we will start to see big announcements, big plans, new lands will get announced, and everything will feel like we weathered a really bad storm and just an awful dream, and that bright suns are here again. And I hope when we all get to go out to the park and it's booming and it feels great and we're celebrating the 70th anniversary of Disneyland, by then we will all remember what 2020 felt like, the awkwardness of 21, 22 when things started to feel right, 23 when it was feeling good, 24 when it was feeling great, and 25 when everything was just where we wanted it to be. In this moment, I hope that you and I can remember where we were at and not take any of that for granted. Friends, we had such a good ride going just 6 months ago, and I'm looking forward to getting back to there, even if it means that it fully might be 4.5 years away. Let me explain to you why Pixar Fest is one small step in that direction, where I believe that my prediction will come true, barring any major world events, that next year will be back to 2019, back to Disneyland, growing and scaling, back to the way that we used to remember our lives. And I believe that this festival is one tiny baby step in that direction. But here is the big reason why you should be excited about Pixar Fest, because it represents a return to normalcy with a ambitious D23 on the horizon, where I believe in my heart they're going to do way more than just speculate what's behind Big Thunder Mountain. I feel like this D23 has the opportunity to come out fully swinging. And with Disneyland Forward getting approved in the next month, Pixar Fest is just one step to where we were way before 2020, when there was lots of synergy, lots of different things happening, and lots of opportunities as a fan to get excited and to use your imagination. So when I see Pixar Fest coming up and I see something changing on the calendar, to me, this is just going to take us right into Oogie Boogie Bash, into Halloween, D23, the holidays, and I fully believe that next year will be that year where everything is back to where it once was. Friends, I believe we have weathered the storm, and this is just one big step in the right direction. And if that doesn't make you excited, I don't know what will, because the last couple of years, all the stutter starts, it's been awkward. We've made the best of it, but I'm ready to get back to peak living, and I feel like this is a step in that direction. So friends, I don't think that you need to be a fan of Pixar or Pixar Fest to be a fan of progress. And I wanted to just take a moment and break down that maybe this is something you're super excited for, and I'm excited for you. But if you're like me and just like, Pixar Fest, this is one small step in something so much bigger. But I hope that this video and this perspective has helped you realize why you should celebrate every season, every festivity, every festival that comes your way, because it's another chapter in your amazing life. And you may think you don't care, but I think you do. Brickey here on the edge of Pixar Fest, hoping that you are just as excited about me as everything that's happening. It's an exciting time to be a fan, good things on the horizons, and I'll be here sharing them and breaking them down with each and every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you.